So do you feel like this is a partial? Would you consider this or because I missed out some pieces on it, so I don't want to speak out of context. You might got some cussing in there, but would you consider this something that could be considered more in like Kanye, like the gospel realm?
This song? I'm sorry? That's a deep ass question, bro. I don't know, like when my homegirl when we sat down and she really created the hook and we kind of like blended it together. Like I got the more money, more problems. Like Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Mace, Puffy, like when he passed, like that positive, like overpowering, like that's crazy. You say yeah, you know. So
I mean, you know, like the uplifting, because you know, Ye take everybody's songs and he remake them, and I think this is a song, just in my opinion. Oh, my bad. In my opinion, I feel like this is one of them joints that, like Kids Bop, how they take songs back in the day when we was young and they'll remake it. This joint sounds like it wouldn't require that. It's already, you know what I mean? It's like you curated it to meet multiple genres, multiple platforms. So you ain't gotta just go. They could sing this shit at a church conference. They could do this shit at a school pep rally. They could do this shit, you know what I mean, in multiple avenues. And I don't know if that was your intention, but it seems like that you have left space for anybody to accept it. You ain't just put yourself in a lane. It's like, hey, that's what I got. Which one of y'all rocking with me? You know what I mean? Because it can fit in so many different avenues. So I fuck with that. You know what I mean? I really do.
It's definitely gold.
Shout out to my Cali guy, man. I made your call earlier, but I'm still here with you. I'm still here with you. Y'all told me on Dream Radio, man. If y'all want to hear the full interview, what we got going on there.
Yeah, man, get out here. What's today? Tuesday?
619.
Oh, it's Taco Tuesday, too. You gotta go get some
Taco.
Taco, for real.
So is this your first time here in San Diego?
In San Diego, hell yeah.
So what have you done with your time on the thing?
I just landed this morning, like literally, I just landed this morning in LA, but now we just drove out here, literally. We just got out here. We pulled up about 15 minutes early. Like, we were trying to beat the traffic because it went from an hour and 15 minutes to 2 hours real quick. So yeah, no, we just got out here.
You know what it is,
Man.
Hey, so my question is, what's today? Today, what's speaking about the
Phantom Round. Yeah, so. You know how to left the first.
I'll say yeah, watching it between my so we can make a
There's content in between, bro.
Show him around, man. He in the town.
Politically structured entertainment.
What?
Politically structured entertainment. Everybody has content, so we gotta have the next level of shit. Politically structured entertainment. Because we gonna persuade you motherfuckers to buy what it is, whatever that we selling. Because we persuaded you. You know what I'm saying? What the politicians do? Politically structured entertainment. Yeah. Persuasion when you're not thinking about it. Persuasion when you're not thinking about it.
We're going on in less than 10.
Hey, man, shout out to this wine and these shit.
What we got here? We're going on.
Appreciate it, Bart. Thank you. Hey.
Y'all, we in this motherfucker. That was Cali the Dreamer was still. If y'all don't know about that, man, y'all gotta fuck with my boy. I fuck with that. I still fuck with that. But we in the house with my boy Jordann, Dwayne. He been dropping fire shit. His vibes is real. You know what I mean? His transition was smooth. I'm always say that I like the transition between the music and shit. And, you know, I listen to music on a different level, so I feel like that rock rap shit, that's hard. You feel me? That's hard.
I appreciate you.
Like a motherfucker. So now that brings us to the mixtape. I mean, not the mixtape, the EP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Headline in Hollywood. That's out right now. I'm looking right at it. So fuck you.
Or come out at midnight. It's out on the NFT. It's out on the blockchain. It's out on the blockchain.
Tell them. Let them know.
Oh, man, yes, sir. So it drops at midnight on the 26th. It's coming out on the 26th. But if you're in the crypto space, you know it's available on OpenSea for a limited edition, exclusive amount. Yeah, you can get it early. You can go listen to it now. It's out now. But you got to be in the crypto world. But it drops tomorrow everywhere else. Yes, sir.
What should they be expecting from this EP?
Man, you gonna get you thinking about some stuff. It's gonna hit your soul to where it's like I haven't dropped a project in a long time because I didn't want to do it wrong, you know, and transitioning from doing more hip hop straight into like, you know, having a lot of success in the rock by accident. It's like, what do you do after that? So now it's like really sit down.
That's what I'm saying, because the transition was crazy. Like I was what I'm saying. Like I listen to your music and there's not saying that it's not a sound that didn't say, okay, I can see why he did this. I could see that he was going there, but you did it. So the transition was smooth, my guy. I'm saying, like, smooth transition. You go from rapping to rock. Like that shit ain't. I mean, not saying it's not common. There's niggas that do it every day, but to be able to do it, like motherfuckers be trying to find lanes, like you did it. So yeah, I respect that. I respect the fuck out of that.
It's like I don't want to compare you to people, so don't take offense. But the way that the style of rap that I would say that I heard in your music was like I would say like the transition ability was something like was Sway Lee. He rap, but you could see him turning rock star. You're like, okay, my man is
really versatile. He's so unique. Yeah, shout out to Sway for sure.
And like melodic type of sound, like Roddy Ricch. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's not quite.
You're not locked in the box of just doing the
you feel me?
You doing,
but
you know?
His sound is so creative that you can't exclude rock, if you understand what we're saying. It's not that we saying.
Nah, you use the right example. You use the right examples. You said Roddy Ricch and Sway Lee.
Yeah, so you have a level of, you know what I mean. It was dope, bro. It was dope. You know what I mean? And you capitalized, and then to have the other avenues that you put into place to solidify where you was going is what the real execution was. So you know what I mean? Kudos to that. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you guys for real.
No, we appreciate it like a motherfucker. So you got a question?
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the project.
Uh-oh.
What influenced your album artwork? Because I'm in the process of working on something right now, and I'm myself like you. I haven't put out a project before, so I'm a stickler like a motherfucker. Like I'm trying not to be overly picky with my shit. So what was that? Yeah, this is it. You know what I mean? What was that feeling, and what influenced it?
Man, so it's crazy. I'm with being from Houston and being down south. You always hear from a lot of people, you know. He Hollywood, right? Okay, so growing and changing and dealing with things and adapting and growing up, like it was just one of those things. I was like, if I put this as a stigma, you know, headline in Hollywood, being from the South, and then let alone if I can figure it out to make it a way to where if I go to Hollywood and make a little bit of noise, let alone, you know, just any noise that it could, it's just proof of something that anybody small could do something, you know. 100%. So with that and just growing and, you know, everybody that's supporting and rocking with us over the years, like it's been a lot of growth. So looking back from everything we've done, if we started today with this, like this moving forward, like if we can do that, we can do anything. You know what I'm talking about?
What year did you start rapping?
2008.
2008. It got on streaming platforms 2018.
Yeah, no, I didn't get on the streaming platforms like, so I say maybe 2015-ish. And that's when, if you look back then, it ain't now. We don't need to play none of that now.
Right. No. So I didn't see it from that again. So I'm a Spotifyer. So I seen it from there. So I'm only asking to say that there's definitely progress in your music. You know what I mean? So I listened from 2018. I probably skipped the one before, hit 2020, and then boom to 2021. So you grew, you know what I'm saying? You grew like a motherfucker in the transition. The transition was smooth. So where do you see yourself in music in the next 10 years?
Man, happily making music that it's not pressured, you know, and it's music that people appreciate, like long term. You know, you look back on the classics now, and man, I don't wanna hit nobody with this, but it's like if you look back at if you look back from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s, even to the 90s, you can name a gap of like just classics. When you go from like 2000 to like 2015.
Speak to us.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, and I'm not saying even on rap, I'm talking about on just a whole musical level of like, man, that was my song. Like I rode through, you know, this and this it's not too many artists that held that through that time period.
Right.
So it's like moving forward, you know, it's a lot like, I'm not saying nobody's not creatively talented making music. It's a lot of hits, it's a lot of that, but it's like if you look at like when music was great from like prime time music to the 60s to the 90s, middle 90s, it hasn't been that in so long. No, so it's like looking at the future, like I want to be able to with the I'm not even saying because I have a label that I made, just my publishing company, so I could sign myself and keep all my own masters. Right. But it's like I want to be able to put a lot of people, like I said, in position to help, even if they do their own thing, go sign with whoever. But it's like be the influence to start and to help bring back that music that's like
facts.
You know, that really grows millennials, you know, what do they call it? A generation. Right. You know, that's deeper than just talking about, you know, the whoop whoop and the wop wop and you know what I'm saying? So
well, I like that because I feel like what I get from you is you think about the longevity of it. You got your businesses, you know what I mean? So it's not just music, you know what I mean? And it sounds like the end goal is to exist. Yes, you know what I mean? After all this. So it's been a dope interview. We appreciate you coming in, and I feel like my last question is why should the world know who Jordann Dwayne is? Like, why should they look out for you right now?
Man, because I look at it like this. My mom always told me, like, a boss, something happened to you, he gonna replace you. But you know, a king. Wait a minute.
Say that shit again, though, because I don't think they understand.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit you with something. Hold on now. My mom always told me, you know, a boss, something happened to you, he gonna replace you. But a king, and a council, you know, in an important way, you're not replaceable like that. So with me, everybody that knows me, you know, from Houston to Atlanta to New York to Miami, to shout out to me in San Diego today. This is my first time in San Diego and I love it. To LA, you know what I'm saying? To literally everywhere we go, to Oregon, to everywhere. We got people in Dominica. Like, I treat everybody, rather use somebody on the side of the road to my people, to the same exact way. And it's like, it's one of those things that if we was all on the same playing level field and our energy, you know, like, separated us, we all on the same page. So it's like we all gotta love each other. So with that being said, you say like what makes people want, I guess to say, to gravitate towards me is because I just feel like everybody should show love to each other compared to a world full of hate. Everybody's vaccinated, unvaccinated, don't care, this, that, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make equal playing field for a lot of things, a lot of people, to make everybody good, you know? It's not a competition. Everybody can eat, everybody can win. And let's say it ain't always, you know, it's more than one winner to be said, but it's like everybody can be good, you know. So many people promote and push out negativity nowadays. It's like we all can make it.
Facts. Let them know where they can find you at.
Man, it's your boy Jordann Dwayne on everything. That's Jordann with 2 N's, Dwayne. Jordann Dwayne on everything. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Look me up. Let's get it. Let's run it.
Listen, we appreciate you coming through.
Man, thank you.
You and the cameraman. Man, the music is fire. Love, we appreciate you. We wish you nothing but success in the end. And come back.
Man, I definitely will.
That's what's up. Yeah, we popping, you feel me?
You keep us in tune with all the music you got going on. You know what I mean? You already know our email. Whenever you got a project coming, hit us up in the forefront. We'd love to be the one to break records for you, you know what I mean? You come back to do interviews. We got a lot of events and things coming up. We'd definitely like you to tap in.
Keep me updated.
You know what I mean? Most definitely.
Keep me updated.
Jordann Dwayne, y'all, you know what I mean?
Jordann Dwayne.
Set a presence for the team, you know what I mean? The dream team has definitely appreciated you coming out. You know what I mean? That's not just the wine speaking, because the wine definitely did its thing.
Cut a little bit. It did cut a little bit.
I ain't pulled no extra cups. If y'all can't see it, we ain't pulled nothing but one. You know what I mean? This is definitely a elegant experience, if you will, you know what I mean? So we appreciate you, you know, headlining in Hollywood, right here in San Diego, you know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Headlining right here in the Dream Radio station, you know, and anytime you're welcome here, you know what I mean? You're an official member of the Members Only Lounge. Come rock with us.
Hey man, I appreciate you, my brother. Much love.
Yes. Well, it's your boy Fang U Mac, and I appreciated having Jordann Dwayne. Why am I thinking about Houston? Because you from Houston. I appreciate having Jordann Dwayne in my crib today, man. Thank you. You stay blessed. All my dreamers out there, man, y'all stay tuned in. We coming in with some good ass music. Y'all stay dreaming, baby.
We dreaming, baby.
Bless.